Welcome to Knox Box, the box without limits, where we give you a 360 plus 360 perspective, bringing you the perfect balance of the physical and the spiritual. And I am Divine Awakening to anyone listening to this, and please excuse my rising voice. But yeah, I just want to give you a quick little synopsis of what to expect in this video because it's kind of long. And I know a lot of people have a TikTok attention span. So yeah, this all started with me simply doing a guided meditation that was supposed to help you make contact with your higher self, which I have before, but I never actually seen what that looks like. So I was really trying to get a visual on it. That was my primary reason for doing it. And yeah, I talk about that. But it also led to a series of events in which I not only made contact with my grandparents who have transitioned. Shout out to Grandma Doretha Knox and Grandpa Sidney Knox, my ancestors. I'm sending y'all love. But it also led to me getting glimpses of my past lives. So I experienced all of this within 1 hour. So the first 13 minutes is going to solely talk about the experience itself, right? And you're going to notice that I'm in a hypnotic kind of trance state because of the sound of my voice. You could tell that I'm in between realms still. But eventually, my energy picks up and I kind of come back down to earth. And yeah, you're going to be getting some sacred little mantras and songs and just, messages, encoded messages from source. So, yeah, first 13 minutes is that experience solely, right? And then I edited it and took the parts that I felt y'all needed to hear the most and put directly after that part, because I know a lot of y'all probably aren't going to watch this whole thing, even though it's worth your time. So then I put the important messages after that, and everything else is just a bonus. So yeah, I'm going to put the exact guided meditation that I did in the comments. And if y'all have any, transcendental experiences or anything, let me know how that goes. Like, peace be with you. Okay, so I just had this contact with the oversoul, the overself, and an ancestor of mine, my grandma Knox. And she is somehow connected to this higher self of mine. It's like they were relaying messages back and forth. And the last thing I just got was, you know what you need to do. It is time to implement. And the ball is in your court. And then so it's like the perspective of me just standing and all I can see is my hands. And so I see the ball being thrown at me. But by the time it reaches my, and then so it's like the perspective of me just standing and all I can see is my hands. And like a basketball was thrown at me, so I see the ball being thrown at me. But by the time it reaches my hands, it's a ball of the earth. That's the last thing that just came through. Wow. That's all I can say. I'm still trying to make sure it's nothing else, but I think that was the most important thing. And I got visions of my grandma. At her older age, she had Alzheimer's. She had no really recollection of me or anything. It was very repetitive. And I had this vision of her in her youth. So she was reverting back to her youth from her gray hair. So imagine like her gray hairs like morphing backwards and then going back to black, and then her face morphing back to how she looked in her youth. And I was able to actually catch more of her essence and who she was as a person, because as long as I've known her and interacted with her, she was, battling breast cancer. She beat breast cancer a few times. She had the Alzheimer's and had just started to really get bad when I was a teenager and would go out to New York to visit her. So I have like a small fragments of who she really is, like of her true essence. So she was relaying that to me. She was revealing that to me. And before all of that, I was hearing. So all of this started off with me hearing the voice of the person that I am in love with. Shout out to you. Yeah. So I have like a small fragments of who she really is, like of her true essence. So she was relaying that to me. She was revealing that to me. And before all of that, I was hearing. So all of this started off with me hearing the voice of the person that I am in love with. Shout out to you. It all started off with me hearing his voice in my spirit and him talking directly to me. That's how this whole transcendental immersive. And then it went from me hearing my immediate family's voices in my spirit. And then it went from me calling on my higher self to reveal, what I look like in my multidimensional form. And let's just say it was all over the place. It's why I'm so all over the place. It was so many layers upon layers of my true essence that it can't even be put into words. But before that, I was being shown myself in different bodies throughout different lifetimes. The various tribes, the first image I seen of myself was I was a little white boy. That was the first one that popped up. And he, in that picture that I seen, he had to be no more than 5 or 6. And my grandpa Knox was kind of lingering in the background. He didn't even say nothing. I just had the same image of him, how he sits down with his hand under his chin. He didn't have to say much because he started to understand the things that I was telling him when he was at the brink of death. He was just shaking his head like, I get it. I was sending him with comfort and divine light and telling him that he's loved beyond comprehension and that the love that he will feel on the other side
can only be described as being hugged a million times simultaneously. And I was holding his hand, and I felt, I felt how the sensation of his skin, of me touching his hand while I was in his room at the hospital. And even on the brink of death, he still had, he still had this stubbornness about him, but that was just his nature, But when we were having that moment, that all of that was non-existent. Like, he was really looking into my soul, looking into my eyes as I was speaking to him. And one of our family members had actually said that he was in a room talking about how he seen one of his previous family members that had passed away had showed up to him. That's typically how that happens. So your loved ones, they'll come greet you.
That's right. At Fabletics, we're known for our leggings because our leggings look as good as they feel and perform as well as they fit. Because we have leggings for every activity and every body. Maybe some other time you think about that. And our bras are too. More styles, performance, and support than ever before. We now have a.
And part of my true essence, my higher self that I've seen, involved some plasmic, watery-like substance and these angelic sounds echoing out of it. So my true freaking form is not even attributed to a physical body at all. I am a primal substance at my... this is really coming to me as I'm saying this. I'll drop the guided meditation I was listening to as I was having this experience, and y'all tell me what y'all experienced. But yeah, that was beyond words, beyond time and space, beyond anything that your human psyche can really even articulate, matriculate. I'm still going to be immersed in this Shekinah universe, immersed in these higher light fields and the primal sound field when I end this, because I don't think I'm completely done with this trance state that I'm in. I've self-induced myself into. But like everything, I must end this with intention. Oh yeah, and I didn't even mention, like, I had my eyes closed through this entire time, right? Like, I got one leg right now, like, folded up. The other leg kind of filled to the side. I got one arm straight out. The other arm is straight up. And it's like I'm holding like a like the OK symbol, like yeah. But yeah, so I got the sheet over me, and I felt a presence. Like, I felt something kind of moving. Oh, it's doing it now. Okay. Moving over the sheet ever so gracefully. And the first thing I said was, reveal yourself. Reveal your true form. Because a lot of things, what people need to realize is that a lot of these things, they're cloak what they really look like in order for you to be able to accept them, and in order for you not to, go crazy over seeing the true essence. Like, it's the same thing about me being human. Like, I came in this human body because, this is accepted. This is what your psyche could accept. But if you were to get a blank of what my true essence is, my over self is, it's going to speak for itself. That's all I'm going to say. And I got little glimpses of it, but it's not fully, like I said, the scope of it is just so vast. Like, even within my aura, I saw my aura just expanding, and it had these hues of, like these hues of like this tealish and kind of like purple, ultraviolet purple, which is one of the highest oscillating colors that you can see. I've actually been able to perceive that color at night the last 4 months when I'm driving. So I'm starting to operate these high faculties in which I can penetrate the visible spectrum of light, the 2% electromagnetic spectrum that we have access to. And yeah, like higher self, higher self, higher self, higher self, higher self. And all of that, y'all be like, yeah, a lot of this you gotta be initiated. Well, how many of y'all have been initiated in spirit? How many of y'all have been ordained by spirit, by the great spirit? How many of y'all are really anointed? Are you anointed by the great spirit, or did you get ordained by the adversary, by the prince of darkness, by the prince of destruction? Are you doing it in service to self or in service to others? And keep in mind, both of those roads can lead directly to the source that I'm connected to. But just know that it's so much greater when you on the side of the true light. The true light that was birthed from that primordial darkness. Come to this side. Stop being so greedy. Stop worrying about money. Stop harming and putting curses on your brothers and sisters, and stop it. Because the stuff I'm tapping into, most cannot top it. And I'm not even well studied like y'all. I don't be reading all these books like y'all. Like, I intuitively know what to read. Like, source to be like, all right, you got to brush up on this or something. Like, there's only but so much that I could communicate to you telepathically. So, in order for you to get more insight, in order for you to graduate to the next level, you have to get a deeper understanding, Jazz, and read this book. So I'm like, all right. So I'll read a book when necessary. But for the most part, I am 100% reliant on my divine masculine and feminine qualities, which involve sound logic and wisdom. 360 plus 360 perspective. Welcome to Knoxbox, where we give you a 360 plus 360 perspective, unifying the physical and the spiritual, and I am that I am. Okay? So, the reason why I came up with that as my intro, right? Because I am the box without limits. I am tapped into the infinite source directly. So there's no limits in this box. It's not a closed box. Get out the box. Think outside the box. Because there ain't nothing like that Knox box without limits, the endless, infinite, separate, eternal one. So that's the first part of it, right? And then the 360 plus 360 concept is because, all right, so think of a circle, right? So you're drawing a circle. So drawing a circle. Well, that circle is cool and all, but it's closed off. It's in the shape of a Ouroboros that's constantly eating its tail. Perpetual consumption. Going in circles, stagnant like the hamster on the wheel. So, the reason why I integrated it and stopped saying just 360, I turned it to 360 plus 360, which is 720. And that also represents, the 72 also represents the 72 names of God and a whole bunch of other things. And, yeah. So, 360 plus 360, uniting the physical and the spiritual. Because this is what this is all about. I'm bringing heaven on earth with my information. I'm trying to bring heaven on earth by even utilizing the things of the physical, the pleasures of the physical, the fallen nature of the physical, and order and unifying that to connect to the ultimate, the penultimate. Okay? So, yeah. When you put those two circles together, what does it look like? Close it in. So take your hand, do half circle, like half moon, right? Now as you bring them closer, you slowly put the fingers together and, put it with the thumb. Slowly close it in, and boom, those two circles just made the infinity, the infinite. So yeah, that's just a little breakdown of why I have that intro. But yeah, with that being said, I'm at the 46-minute mark. Let's see. I wasn't even intending on this being more than like 5-10 minutes, but source came through, higher self came through, over self came through. You already know what they do. I'm gonna make it do what it do. Like, I'm doing all of this talking, singing, all of that, like completely, like my throat is just dry. So yeah. I'm trying to get a little moisturized before I sing this next song. Let me just try. So yeah. I'm trying to get a little moisturized before I sing this next song. Let me just I'm feeling the energy coming out my hands, because I gotta start healing with these hands. When I say these hands got some power, some ether flowing through it, shoot. So got my hands up. I'm just feeling the current, the invisible stream around me. Silence in my mind, just feeling. Some silence in my mind, right? And after I silence my mind, I open my heart. Oh. And after I open my heart, I tether it directly to my inner sun. And after I tether it to my inner sun, I connect to my yoni-verse, my yoni. And then after I'm connected to that cosmic portal, the cosmic womb, I conduct a process in which is called it just slipped my mind. But microcosmic orbital biofeedback loop directly to my mind, not my brain, my mind, my awareness, my crown chakra. So I literally was like, whoo, boop. Because outside of your crown chakra, you have other chakras that are even higher than that. That's the whole solar star system. And you got chakras that also go beneath your feet. You got the freaking meridians and nadis, and yeah, it's deep. Definitely dive deeper than that freaking new age BS. It's good for a foundation. I'm not hating on the new age. I'm just hating on the infiltration of the new age. That, oh God, because it was infiltrated by the adversary the same way the religious systems are, and y'all falling for it. So source is sending me to shake something up. Shake your spirits up. Shake our spirits up. Shake their spirits up. Shake their spirits up. In the Most High I trust. Shake their spirits up. Shake their spirits up. Shake their spirits up. In the Most High I trust. Shake their spirits. Shake their spirits. Shake their spirits. Awaken them from their slumber. Awaken the generator, operator, destroyer within. The God is within. Ooh. Shake their spirits up. 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 Oh, awaken, awaken the sleeping Atman in us. Awaken the Atman body. Awaken, 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 awaken. Whoever is listening to this, I am speaking directly to your spirit. I am piercing the veil of your soul. Wake the spirits up. Wake the spirits up. You are under my hypnosis. You are under my hypnosis. But I am not putting a spell on you. I am breaking them, boo. For I will never put a spell on you. I'm only here to break them, boo. I will activate. I will activate. I will activate and awaken you from your slumber state. Awaken, children of the sun. It is time for us to unite as one. Awaken, children of the sun. It is time for us to unite as one. Oh, how time has come. Oh, has the time come before the destruction begun. Before Babylon falls. Before Babylon falls. It is time right now. It is no time like the present. It is no time like the present. There is no time. 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 Someone just died. Do you understand that? Someone just was unalived. Like, really think about that. Really sit with the fact and pause. You can hear your heart beating. You can feel the life going through your veins, the blood circulating. You can breathe. That is a privilege. That is a privilege. Stop thinking you have all the time. You do not have all the time in the world. You do not have all the time. You do not have all the time. So get on your purpose before you leave this surface. Get on your purpose before you leave this circus. Get on your purpose before you leave this circus. Get on your purpose before you leave this circus. This is a clown show. This is a whole show. The world is a stage and it is your reality, and it is time for you to take charge, love. It is time for you to take charge, angelic one. It is time for you to take charge, multidimensional being. It is time for you to take charge, Nagad. It is time for you to take charge. It is time. I assure you that we don't have much left before chaos ensues. So what are we going to do? Like, seriously. And you may not even make it to see that, because once again, like I said, someone was just unalived by the Matrix. Someone thought they had all the time in the world. And you may not even make it to see that, because once again, like I said, someone was... What are we going to do? Like, seriously. And you may not even make it to see that, because once again, like I said, someone was just unalived by the Matrix. Someone thought they had all the time in the world to forgive that person. They thought they had all the time in the world to spend time with their family. They thought they had all the time in the world to start get in a personal relationship with the prime source creator. And they're like, let me just focus on this money. I gotta feed, my kids. I gotta freaking feed the matrix. Like, you feeding the machine. Like, break away from that. So yeah, we are at 58 minutes. So I'm gonna make this an hour exactly. And I'm laying down, like, my neck is like this. And I got the pillows, like, propped up, so y'all not getting the full scope of my voice and everything, especially with me being dehydrated. But y'all get the gist. You feel me? I know if your conscious mind don't feel me, I assure you that your freaking multidimensional self does. And it's like, wake up! Wake up, brothers and sisters. Wake up. I was sent to activate you. Wake up. That is my purpose. To identify what is needed, who is needed. I already know the people that can really make the shift. Is for me to assemble these people, for me to be the director of sorts. So, wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up, for they are looking down on us. Wake up, for they are looking down on us. And we are looking up, waiting for them to save us. What type of shit is that? What type of shit is that? Like, seriously. Really conceptualize that. You are waiting on a savior for what? You are waiting for a savior for what? Remember, if you want to speak biblically, before the savior comes, there will be two witnesses. Two witnesses. I'm going to let y'all interpret that how y'all will. And don't forget the elect. Don't forget the disciples. Like, how like really and truly, how will it even make sense for the disciples not to be respond in some form or fashion? For the true prophets, not the false prophets who do it for profit, to respond into this matrix. The same way these demons can body snatch, just know that these higher beings can too. Body snatching ain't always bad, because this body is just a vessel anyway. My higher self came down, body snatched me to deliver this message, because it's us anyway. It's all the same. It's all interconnected. So, yeah. I hope that I am sending you divine love. I am sending you divine love. I am sending you the true you, not the you that identifies with the things of this physical. Because I guarantee you right now, if I ask you, who are you, Brittany? Who are you, Josiah? Who are you, Mark? Who are you, Deshaun? Who are you, Autumn? Who are you, John? Who are you, Messiah? Who are you, Ashley? Y'all would only identify, before we even get to that, y'all would first respond to your name being called, right? Because that's what you identify with. So at first you would be like, hey, you over there, who are you? Keith, who are you? You'll turn your head back and be like, you talking to me? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, I called your name. So you respond automatically to your name being called, right? And then, I'm like, who are you? And you're just like, oh yeah, I'm a cashier at Kroger. I'm a dad. I'm a hard-working man. I'm a child of God. I'm a artist. I'm a chef. I'm a musician. I'm a school teacher. I'm a family man. I'm a thug. I'm a nigga. I'm a biatch. When you really a nigad, okay? But anyway, let's replace nigga with nigad. Okay? Okay. So yeah, you would identify with those things as opposed to saying I am that I am, because that phrase fully embodies everything. And it's like, I am that I am. And that I am cannot even be put into words. So I'm just going to leave it at I am. I am. I am. I am. I am love. I am peace. I am the full scope of multidimensionality. I am love. I am peace. I am destruction when it needs to be. I am chaos when it's warranted. I am the homeless man that you look down upon. I am I am the grass that you walk on. I am the grass that you spit on. I am the earth that you litter. I am the trees that help you breathe. I am. I am everything. I am no thing. I am. I am. Let me sit up a little bit. I literally been in that same spot for like a minute, for like over 2 hours. Like, didn't move, didn't sit up, didn't crack nothing. But yeah, I thing. I am nothing, no thing. And my nose like stuffy. Dang, like I am everything, every last thing. I am nothing, no thing. I am everything, every last thing. I am nothing, no thing. I am everything, every last thing. I am nothing, no thing. I am everything, every last thing, every last being, every last thing, every last being, every last thing. I am the force of the unseen. I am the force of the hidden things. I am the force of the unseen. I am the force of everything. Everything. Feel my heart sing. Feel my heart sing. Feel my spirit ring me. Feel my heart sing. Feel my spirit ring. For I am everything. For I am everything. For I am everything. For I am every being. I really am. I'm just in this meat suit, baby. Only for a little time. Only for a little time. Only for a little time. So let me give you a taste of the true divine. For I am in this meat suit. I am in this meat suit. I am in this bag of bones. And I am longing to go home. I am in this meat suit. Oh, I am in this meat suit. And I am in this bag of bones. I'm longing to go home. But in the meantime, in between time, I was sent from the divine to give you the spark. The spark that ignites your soul. The bliss that can make you whole. The spark that ignites your soul, our soul. Your soul, our soul. Your soul, our soul. Your soul, our soul. Your soul. You hear that sound of resonance? My teeth are vibrating because I am. transmission. I hope that this inspires you to get on your mission. I hope that you really saw my vision. And above all, trust your divine given intuition. Because I am here to show you what's really been missing. And I am in a deep trance state. My conscious mind can't even translate or resonate on this frequency that was given to me. I am oscillating. I am calibrating. I am oscillating in a steady heading. But I am low oscillating and high vibrating. And I am low oscillating and high vibrating. I need to get some water. Hours, but I think I'm gonna end it here. What does the divine want me to do? Because the divine's will is mine, and it is intertwined, and we are so aligned. I know y'all like, oh my gosh, everything she say is rhyming. But it is for a child to understand, because you must be childlike to enter the kingdom of heaven, which ultimately is within. And I'm not here to complicate things, I'm here to keep it simple. It is not my job to make things all complicated and try to use all double entendres and all of these intricate word patterns and all of that. That is not my job. I am a programmer. I am an activator. And that is why you hear my voice and you're just like, I feel it in the pits of my soul. And if only I could comprehend what I comprehend but can never express, like, life would be so simple, and we would assemble. I feel so high, and I ain't smoke a mother freaking thing. Like, when I say I am high in bliss of the divine, I mean it. With every breath, I'm taking a puff of that freaking, that fire. Like, it's that fire, it's that ether. Y'all smoking on that fire, y'all smoking on that gas, and I'm smoking on ether. Like, what you know about that? Know nothing about that. Know nothing about that. Let me end it there. Like, share, subscribe. People on Facebook, this is just a preview. The full video is like an hour and 17 minutes. So, yeah, catch it from the beginning, in which I start breaking down the things I've seen in this vision that led to this video. And yeah, everything just happened organically. It was not planned. I was just using my voice audio as a tool to remember the things I was seeing in the vision. So it was supposed to be like a audiatic. I just came up with that word. Yeah, you're right. Audiatic journalica. An audio journal. So yeah, peace. So over. So I'm so dehydrated. Like, haven't even been eating for real. Like yesterday, all I had was a mango and a peach, and that freaking mango was so freaking fake, y'all. Like, it barely even had the yellowish color. It lacked the juiciness. It lacked the freaking, you know how a mango just be having your mouth watering? It lacked that. And on top of the fact that, you know how when you sucking on the seed of a mango, right? How it has like all of the hairs, and you know that hairs be getting caught in between your teeth. You know what I'm talking about. So tell me why this mango didn't even have those hairs. I'm like, what the heck? And then the last thing that I realized was like the freaking mango. Like I was like biting on the seed of it, right? So I'm like you know, like biting. I'm like, this joint feels like hollow, and it's not even feeling the same. Like this mango is not mangoing. I really thought I was gonna have to freaking force myself to throw it up because my body started reacting to it negatively, like internally, like I could feel what it was doing to my cells, like yeah. And then I even felt a difference in my freaking brain chemistry and the molecules and everything that was affecting. I don't know what they did to it, but yeah, they lucky I was freaking not like I was in the middle of doing something important and in a rush, and like I had got a call to go to the next spot, whatever. So I was trying to like take those few minutes to eat something, you know, just to get the, you know, the H2O3 with the real structured water that you get from the fruits. I was trying to do that to hydrate myself because it was fairly hot, right? So yeah. Anyway, first that happened, but before that, like over a week ago, I had went to go make a smoothie, and my freaking the banana, like it was organic, right? It was in the fridge for a week because I keep it in the fridge so it doesn't ripe as hard or you don't have the fruit flies and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Tell me why that shake did not taste like it had banana in it. That joint, when I freaking went to break it into pieces to put it into the freaking smoothie, like, that thing was rubbery as can be. I'm like, what the heck? So yeah, I don't know what that's about, but yeah, they really playing us. They're really trying. What they're doing is trying to stop with the things I'm tapping into. This is why I'm like, I'm probably just gonna be fasting all the way until I go on this next trip. Like I'm just fasting for real. My body's like just over craving water though. But yeah, doing that. So besides the sensation of what I was feeling, you know, over me and everything, like going over the sheet, like my mouth was salivating for some reason, but it was like drool type more than salivating, and I was just stuck, paused in this moment of time, like yeah. But yeah, so take note of this, right? Take note of what I just said there. This is how you tap into your multidimensional self, and it's as simple as calling on it from the pit of your soul, from the pit of your stomach, from your spirit. It is that simple. Start with that, and the rest will be intuitive. The rest will be intuitive. You will know what to do next. But literally, start off literally just saying, because when you start to speak things, right, the universe hears it, right? And it's like, oh, it's one thing for something to be within your mind, because some you're like, where are your thoughts really even coming from? Like, are they even your thoughts? Like, come on now. So, it's another thing to verbalize and express your want for something, and this is why affirmations and mantras are so powerful. That is the very reason. Because you're verbalizing it, you're you're putting it out into the ether, because every word that you speak, I'm starting to like, when I make these certain sounds and stuff, I'm literally starting to see the cymatic expression of the words and of the sounds, and that's why it's real repetitive, because it's meant to program you. So, yeah, I was hypnotizing my conscious self, right? In order to tap into my subconscious self, which is connected to my higher self, to my overself, and ultimately connected to the oversoul, to the monad, like, which is the prime source creator. So, yeah. So you must simply beckon, your higher self is not somewhere suspended in space waiting eons on the Christ, the Christos, whatever you want to call it, savior figure, to return. It is waiting on you to call upon it. If we all did this, then the world would change by a blink of, it would change faster than I could snap my fingers. If we all called out to this part of ourselves and asked it to keep our lower nature in check. I'm not saying eradicate the lower nature. What I'm saying is use it when necessary. Use it as a tool to tap into your higher self. Like, even when y'all be seeing me do the sexual videos and stuff, I know you're like, this is weird. This is like, y'all understand that my power lies not only with my voice, but with my sexual energy, because I get the most intense visions and freaking information from source when I'm at the peak of my sexual energy. Because you need to understand that my womb is connected to the primal waters, to the primordial, the primordial, the primordial, the primordial, the primordial, the primordial, the primordial mother is connected to the primordial mother that is waiting on y'all also. So you got your higher self and you got the mother dragon waiting on you. Because keep in mind that before there was life, it talks about how God hovered above the waters. And those waters were the Shekinah, in which birthed the Titans, and which birthed this whole realm. It all goes back to the mother, but the mother didn't really need the credit. She didn't desire to be in a limelight. She's a nurturer, so she nurtured, and she allowed for this masculine energy to exist and to be the overarching thing. And she's just in the background, just in the sleep. She's sleeping. Brahma, all of that. Brahma, Mama, Brahman. Those are actually two separate things, but you get what I'm saying. Like, Brahma, Brahman, Mama, 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 Mia, Mamia, Mami. I'm just showing y'all the proof. The proof is in the pudding. Is it not? Is it not in the pudding? I'm over here doing all the slurping, making these noises to hydrate myself. Like, I had I got one trace mineral drops. I've had a 5 mushroom blend combination in pill form. I've had haritaki, magnesium, artemisia, slippery elm, and prenatal multivitamins, because they actually put the good stuff in the vitamins for for the babies and all of that. Like that's really a hack right there. So yeah, probably just gonna sing a little bit more and keep it moving. But before I do so, I must clear the atmosphere. I must clear the room as a form of protection, because these freaking dark forces, they see my light from afar and they just be trying to suck on it. They can't even, not that they can even penetrate it, like they can't even, like I create a whole freaking portal in my corner to cast anything, any demonic, archonic, or metatronic forces. Just whoo, whoo. Like I literally just cast them over there, just like you can watch from that portal. Like stay in your place. You know you have no place in the true light. I mean, you do have your place. You're playing, like, even these dark forces, everything is playing its role consciously or unconsciously. Point blank, period. Simple as that. Even Satan, Lucifer, whatever you, Shamanza, Azazel, whatever you want to call that energy. Oh, there you go, there you go. Okay, I thought I was about to have to end it. So, like I was saying, all of these energies, entities, demigods, freaking demons, disembodied spirits, which are not necessarily the same thing. That's a whole nother story. All of these entities, disagreeable and agreeable beings is what this really boils down to. And the disagreeable beings are the ones who separated from the source, prime source creator. And because they have free will, the same way humanity has free will, these beings have free will. So, with that free will, they decided to not only splice our DNA, not only hack this freaking matrix, this construct that some of our ancient souls are locked into the degree. They decided to do a whole lot of things. But like I said, they was given free will, so they decided to break off from source, to detach from the nipple and do their own thing, right? And but because they aren't tethered anymore to that prime source, the most they can do is try to replicate it, try to infiltrate it, right? So this is why, that whole notion of, let's just take it, biblical for a second. And like, I just be knowing stuff when it comes to the Bible, like, just kind of naturally, in a sense, like, anyway, but, so, like, I'm able to break it down, like, in a logical way. So, the example of this, so, yeah, essentially, these disagreeable beings, right? They're disagreeable and you got agreeable. So, the disagreeable ones are the ones that separate from source. The ones who are not original and can only hijack the original source code. And what I'm trying to show y'all is how they have infiltrated everything, every belief system, every spiritual system. They have infiltrated all of these things. Does the Bible not say that Satan is the God of this world? So y'all know how y'all be saying, y'all the father time, Yahweh, and all of that. Let's just put it in that perspective. But yeah, that entity is extremely real. I don't care who don't believe it. I experienced that entity, and it was interesting. We'll save that for another time. But anyway, so all it was able to do is infiltrate what source made, like infiltrate our DNA, genetically splice it. Like, do y'all know? Have you heard of the VS MAT gene, which is the reason why we even have the desire to tap into God and to find source and to have that longing for it, is because of that gene that's in us. And speaking of genes, even Yahweh, like Jehovah is actually in our protein sequence. I think at like every 13th. Yeah, but yeah, we're like I said, we'll get into all the stuff another time. But yeah, so he literally inserted himself into our genetic code, and it's like embedded in us that he is the one true living God. He's definitely a demigod at minimum, but for what I'm gathering, he is not the source of all sources, and I choose to pray to show reverence to the creator of all things, to the prime source creator of all beings, to the divine masculine and feminine intertwined. And I'm not trying to anthropomorphize it as if it's like about man or woman or hope, that whole thing. But you need to understand that it comes down to energy. Everything is about energy. And they gave us this dualistic freaking viewpoint when it's really non-dualistic, when everything is ultimately interconnected. So even everything that you're hating on, talking down against, blah, 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 everybody that has hurt you, caused you pain, blah, 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 is playing its role. And they are agents of this matrix. Like me and my love was talking about how soon as we started getting like really connected on a super deep level, I had my ex for it. So even everything that you're hating on, talking down against, blah, 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 everybody that has hurt you, caused you pain, blah, 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 is playing its role. And they are agents of this matrix. Like me and my love was talking about how soon as we started getting like really connected on a super deep level, I had my ex freaking confess that he was trying to get back with me, and how he freaking dated all these women, had sex with all these women, and in the last 3 years I've been single, and he's just like, why? Like, he literally said he was just looking at this girl just like we just gave up on us for what? I gave up on us for what? For what? Because he's not being fulfilled on the level that I was able to fulfill him. And the funny part is, I was just kind of getting into the peak of my spiritual journey when I left, because that's why I had to depart, because he was staying stagnant. And I'm over here evolving, and I'm trying to put him on to things, and he's over here stubborn. So I'm like, I just can't. So, yeah, respectfully, I knew that it would hinder me to stay in that relationship. And the proof of that is, as soon as I left that relationship, is when I had stopped freaking having sex, stopped eating meat, stopped smoking weed, everything cold turkey overnight. And that's when I had all these freaking amazing experiences, all these freaking beings that would come, freaking UFOs, all types of freaking stuff that I can't even put into words, like literally feeling like sources in my body directing every move, every step, every breath, every word, like it is now. It was even way, it was 10 times more intense. Like, y'all think this is something, this ain't nothing compared to what that was. That was literally source in my body, because source, like, people are just like, oh, the whole sky daddy notion, blah, blah, blah. Like, source is a energy that can hop into any vessel at any appointed time to deliver a message. It could go in and out. And if your vessel is not prepared to hold the frequency, it has to depart. And that's literally what happened to me. That's why my energy kind of dwindled, because as this was happening, I'm like, am I being influenced by a false god? So in order for me to figure out what was really real, I had to self-sabotage and go back to the world and go back to the sin and revert backwards. So I went from literally pitting everything on the altar, literally not sinning, not lying for nothing, being 100% authentic at all times, not even cursing anymore, not even saying like shit, like shit is one of my favorite things to say. I had stopped all of that, right? So because I gave up something, I gained something. So this is what the Christ did. The Christ decided to set aside his fleshly desires, his/her, because that's a whole nother story. But the archetypal Christ figure was a guy at first. But yeah, there were many self-realized crystalline Christ-aligned beings that were sent throughout numerous timelines, and some of them are actually doing their work in other dimensions right now, and other multiverses and stuff. Oh, there go the ring in the air. Solidification from the higher realm. So, yeah. So that energy of whatever you call the Christ, the Buddha, the enlightened being, the ascended master, whatever ascended master, Swami, guru that you subscribe to, they took the route of what's the word? It's like, because you have somebody that pretty much denies their flesh, and then another part where they like indulge in their flesh completely. But anyway, so they set aside their own interest, their flesh, their own will, and aligned it with the will of the Most High. And this is why they are one and the same. But only if the Christ, only if it's only if it's keeping his vessel clean, operating in this high. Like I said, I've averted even by eating meat here and there, to be like, just to test it out, just to see the difference in my energy when I consume flesh. And I'm like, dang, these really are connected to astral parasites and demons and all of these things that can infiltrate you. It really is. It's the truth. I'm gonna prove that to y'all if y'all don't believe it. But yeah, so anyway, so I had such a longing desire to experience God for myself without any influence of what the world told me God was, what came from the Bible, what came from the Quran, what came from the Vedic text, any of that. I set all that aside and said, Most High, 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 Most High. Reveal yourself to me directly. Reveal yourself. Reveal your nature. Reveal yourself. Reveal yourself to me. Am I not worthy of that? Are you not worthy of that? Think about all of these experiences of in the Bible, Elijah experiencing the macabre and all of that, and Enoch being whisked away because he aligned his will with the will of the Most High, to the point where the Most High even felt bad for him being in this grotesque freaking Maya illusion, this matrix, this construct that we're in. So, how you talk about seeing chariots and Ezekiel's will, and the facing like the clouds and the interaction in Mount Sinai and all of these things. In some of those cases, it was demigods, the alien gods that a lot of y'all are praying to. So I was trying to disconnect from that and go to the primal source, the primal force, the primal source, the primal force, the primal source, the primal force. Forget all of your religious dogma, because I am here to tell y'all that the reason why I'm even able to tap into these energies is from tapping into my sexual energy with my partner on the phone and having these freaking immersive experiences, and we even be talking raunchy, cursing and stuff, and then we're changing to spiritual and all of that. And yeah, it's a tool. It's the intention behind it. Like when I say we be talking nasty, we be talking nasty. So stop all of this demoral way of thought, this modest thinking, and stop judging people for what you do not understand, for what you have not experienced directly, because that's what it all boils down to. One thing about me, I don't really know nothing, but I've had experiences, and that's why I am the way I am. I've had direct experiences. Like just a second ago, when that session was happening in the Shekinah universe, in the higher realms, and the primal sound fields and all of that, the etheric realm that I was just in, I was being told that I am being initiated. That it's my initiation time. So a lot of y'all,